Yeah, it's exactly what he said. Yeah, what he said. Yeah, it's different for every horse. Yeah, no, you covered everything in about that 3 minutes. Yeah, that was good. Yeah, what he said.
What does an elite horse trainer and an AFL player have in common? I'm Alex Donnelly, and here for punters.com.au alongside Racing Victoria, we are at Lindsay Park today to interview twin training supremos JD and Will Hayes, who alongside their older brother Ben make up Team Hayes here at Lindsay Park, a name that is synonymous with success in spring. It's a big thank you to twin supremos JD and Will Hayes for joining us today. But firstly, twins are known for doing a lot of things together. What's the deal with, planning out the arrival of your firstborns at around the same time?
Yeah, it's just one of those things that twins just seem to do, doesn't it? It's just amazing how it all rolls on the same calendar. Some night it was, I tell you.
Now, that new dad strength, does it give you sort of a new outlook on life as far as, I suppose, life and training is concerned, given, you're up at all hours of the night and up at 4 a.m. to kick off the day?
Yeah, the fatigue is real. I'm not sure about the extra strength, but my back's always pretty sore now. And I actually thought I was sleep deprived beforehand, but it's just taken it to a new level. It's a different gravy parenthood, but worth every minute of it.
Now, to something slightly important. What does spring mean to you, and not just the carnival, but as a season as a whole?
Spring to me is an opportunity for racing to showcase its best stars, and a great opportunity for our team to represent the industry and the horses that step out for Lindsay Park. So it's a really important time for us to showcase what racing has to offer. Yeah, we'll pretty much hit the nail on the head, but spring is basically what everyone sees on race day has been months and months of preparation and everything coming to hand, and you need a lot of luck, and a lot of grand finals are in spring, so it's what we work for, the spring and autumn where the big races are on. So hopefully it all comes together, and when it does, it's just no better feeling, because it's just been so much work going into it.
With that said, the work that goes into it, how long in advance are you planning these things out? For certain horses, does it just pop up? And then for horses, say, Mr. Brightside, there are long-term plans in place?
Yeah, look, it's different for every horse. Like Mr. Brightside with his handicap rating and obviously a proven Group 1 winner, there's certain races he can target, but a horse like Rise at Dawn, he's really progressing through, and his plan is always changing with how he's performing. Yeah, it's different for every horse. Yeah, no, you covered everything in about that 3 minutes. Yeah, that was good.
Well, you've been in some high pressure situations, AFL finals, playing in front of 60,000 people at the MCG. What's more pressure? Having a shot for goal in front of all of those people and the millions watching around Australia, or saddling up a favourite in a $5 million race?
I'd say the pressure's very different. Probably you feel like you're about to pass out when you're having a set shot in front of that many eyes. But when you're training, it's more like you're in the coach's box. So you get different kind of nerves, but both of them are a privilege to have.
And with that, so obviously AFL athlete, high performance, a horse getting ready for a Group 1, same thing, very high performance. Is there any sort of correlation between one, setting yourself for a game, or two, getting a horse ready to peak on the right day?
Oh, they're very similar in the way that what targets you want to hit during the week and the things that you want to see from not only yourself but also the horse. So I'd say they're very similar, but one thing that I did learn through the AFL career is that there's two ways to approach pressure. You can either embrace it or resent it. So I've often found in racing you're better off embracing the pressure, because the race is very quickly over. We're very fortunate to have 4 of these on the property, so we can walk up to 40 horses at one time. Yeah, so this is the pool here that we have here at Lindsay Park Euroa. It's got many uses. It's very, very good because it's just that extra bit of exercise, not putting any weight through their legs.
So it's not always easy working with family from time to time. Who's the first person to either crack a joke or make a comment when things have gotten a little bit testy?
It actually really depends. We all have our moments. I like to think that I'm the one that sort of brings a little bit of humour to the table, but like you said, it's quite funny working with family. You don't mix your words and you're direct to the point, but as long as we all move on and we're all working for the best outcome and coming from the right spot, it all works out all right.
And with that, with the family, obviously the family legacy being a massive thing from your grandfather to your father, is that hard to live up to from time to time?
Oh, we just look at it like we're the luckiest people in the world. Like, look at the property that we've been lucky to be entrusted with, and we wouldn't be where we are if it wasn't for the ones before us. So we're very much thankful of our heritage, because we wouldn't be here now if it wasn't for them.
Yeah, we're particularly aware of the position that we were born into, and we're very grateful for that, and certainly something we don't take for granted.
So I have talked to a friend of yours, and she may have been a mentor. We won't call her a mother figure because she'll kill all of us. Lizzie Joffs, she said back in the day when you were little fellas running around, you had 10 questions per morning that you could ask at any one time. Now, the rumour I heard, okay, what Lizzie told me this morning, is that JD, you would run out of them in about 15 minutes flat.
Yeah, that's correct. I was the reason why the rule was brought in, because I had a lot of questions to ask, and I will be the first one to admit a lot of not so clever ones. That's why the rule got brought in, and yeah, I used to burn through them pretty quick.
So, Will, you can answer on behalf of this. There was such a thing as a stupid question.
Oh God, yeah, 100%, it still is.
Did you take a lot of learnings from those experiences, though, being around such smart racing minds when you were so little? Is it almost through osmosis you were sinking it all in?
I do think that's probably a good point. We were lucky to grow up around some of the most prominent trainers in Australia, and so every day you would go into work with Dad. If it was the Friday trials at Flemington, you'd be surrounded by the likes of Lee Friedman and other top trainers, and you do just pick up little nuances in their conversation, which you do sort of sometimes think is second nature and common sense, but it's from decades of knowledge being passed down from generations. We're very fortunate to have a water walker on site, and it's quite unique. Not many trainers are fortunate to have access to a water walker every day.
So this room that we're standing in is probably the most unique offering that Lindsay Park has.
Yeah, this is our on-site vet clinic, and it is particularly unique and very convenient to have it here.
Without putting you on the spot, is this probably the most invaluable thing you have here?
I'd say so, definitely, and it is also invaluable for us getting answers about the best things to do for our horses as well.
What is that record that you do hold? Please let us know.
Yeah, shortest stint on an AFL list. It was good. 3 months of heaven. 3 months in heaven's better than 3 months in hell.
It's got a point. All right, let's go have some shots for goal. We talked about pressure before. I feel like being the first one in this made-up kicking comp we've done is actual pressure. Like, he's wearing your old kit.
Yeah, and he's coming in cold turkey.
This
Genuine.
is not good. He's
2XU top. That's horrible.
Oh, it's faded back. We're at Memorial Oval here in Euroa, and Will, take us through sort of what this is to you and what it means to get away from racing, kicking the footy around.
Yeah, it's a great distraction from racing. Footy is a very important part of the local community here at Euroa, and yeah, it's just a good chance to get around, see all your mates, and just have a bit of fun on the weekend.
We've been at this club for a few years now, so we've got a lot of close mates, and yeah, it's really good fun when you can't talk racing for 2 hours and just chasing a leather pill around with 36 other blokes. It's when you put it that way, it sounds funny, but it's just like paradise. Kicks it, slips, knocks himself out.
I genuinely didn't make this.
Not fun when we all get them.
No score.
Yeah. Oh, that's lovely. Yeah, that was good. So in a quick score update, this footy thing's pretty easy with JD and I equal, and Will, well, you're one behind, so you're out. Please leave the room.
I actually think it's more likely that there's going to be a back or hammy injury than a goal. That's a tight spiral. Did you get that? That was disgusting. Ew!
Tell you what, I should have put a bet on 2.5% of Mr. Brightside this prep for that. No, I reckon I would have got on too, because you wouldn't have bet that I won that.
Impressive kicking, that was good. The pocket was just polished.
It just goes to show that a broken clock's right twice in a day. Righto, boys, big thank you for doing this today. What have we got to look forward to this spring?
Keep your eye on Bob Bastille, Arkansas kid, and of course the flag bearer, Mr. Brightside. I think he's in for another nice preparation.
Will?
Yeah, for me, Arkansas kid's definitely one to follow. He's very exciting, and I reckon a horse could hear the shock as well. Might be able to surprise late in the spring.